Hey friends, Lucian here with the Bullish Bears team. Making this video here because there's a really cool trade I'm in right now with SWN and Apostle. This is really a textbook head and shoulders pattern, and I want to show you this with level 2 and time and sales. You're seeing here, this is the head right over here, the left shoulder over here, and the right shoulder forming. This is textbook head and shoulders, and I'm going to show you with the level 2 or level 1 with level 2, and then this is the time and sales. So just watch this. These are all the orders coming in, all the buyers coming in over here. And what you want to see, this is the top of the left shoulder. If this breaks, then it will potentially break the head and shoulders pattern. But you're seeing the wall of resistance up here. So you're seeing the battle between the buyers over here and the sellers over here, and you want to see if it's going to break above here. And there's this absolute tug of war going back and forth over here. So this is, again, the buyers on the left, the right is the sellers here. They're kind of evenly matched. You'll see here resistance at the left shoulder, right at the 525. I'm short on this right now at 523, and I'm going to cover at 5. Probably I'm going to give myself 1 or 2 cents. So if this hits like 527, I'm going to go down and cover it because then it'll break the head and shoulders pattern. So, I'm watching this to see if it breaks because also here too, you have a possible, so right now it's red to green, but then if it falls below here, this previous day close, then it goes green to red. And you'll see here there was support at $5 this morning. So this thing, if it does break down, it can fall. First line of support would be right below this. Well, look at this. The 13 EMA is right at the previous close. Then below that is VWAP at 15, and then it can fall down easily to $5 if it breaks below that. So I'm watching this right now, but I want to show you action real time. Watch all the green, which is the buyers. The red will be the sellers. It's very evenly matched right now. And you'll see level 2 down here. These are all the buyers stacked up against all the sellers. And at some point, when you watch this, this thing's either going to go up and completely break the head and shoulders, or it's just going to fall. And you'll see over here on the 1 minute, the 9 is over the 20, so this is very bullish, but it's hitting this wall of resistance. So this is a completely textbook head and shoulders pattern, just showing you how how the time and sales and level 1 with level 2 in real motion. This is just hands down just an unbelievable thing to watch. So I just want to kind of let this play out to show you. Again, I'm short. Shorting again is risky. Longing is risky too if you don't check out proper support and resistance. So this right here, I have very small risk. I'm in at 523, so I'm actually got a small loss on this right now, but not a big deal. If it goes to 527 or 528, I only lose 4 or 5 cents. But if this thing falls, my risk reward is much better. If I'm risking 5 cents, hold on, let me just see here. I might have to cover. I just got to see here. The risk reward ratio to risk 5 cents or so to possibly make 20 cents or more is a good thing. This trade could easily go against me right now. But again, that's what risk management is all about. If you did the reverse and you were waiting, for a breakout and this thing just did a false breakout, only went 1 or 2 cents up, and then it falls, that's a false breakout and you could lose money that way as well. So again, that's what trading's all about. It's just all about risk management. And I just wanted to show you this just live, real time. It's just the complete and total battle between buyers and sellers. Now, level 2 could completely fake you out. There could be fake buyers over here, fake sellers over here. So that's why it's important to look at the time and sales and see what orders are coming through. When you see orders like 100 or 200, that's not a big deal. You want to see big orders coming through here with thousands of dollars. At this point right now, SWN right now has a volume of 11.5 million today, and it's got a high float of around over 500 million. So this is a pretty kind of a slow mover kind of one. So just because you see all this stuff coming in, a 13,000 share buyer and stuff like that, that's not huge in the grand scheme of things with all of the volume and how big the float is. But again, this is textbook technicals going on like crazy right now that is just so beautiful to watch because you see here on the 1 minute, a potential flat type breakout here. You're seeing a wedge here. If this just goes and breaks above here, you might see the buyers start to come in and then see what's going to happen towards high of day. But if this thing falls, again, there's there we go. Let's see if the buyers are coming in. Let's see what happens here. I'm really about to cover it, so this is a potential break on this. I'm going to, let's see here. What am I going to do? Yeah, I'm covering. So I covered. So I took a small loss, but look at that. So that it broke above. Now what's going to happen here? Is it going to be a double top or is it going to break above? So let me just here. I'm posting in the group right now. SWN broke above head and shoulders. I covered at 5.27. Watch for potential double top. So now, sorry, I'm just posting in the Skype room. I'll show you guys that how to access our trade room in a bit after, but this is really exciting. Now you have a double top right here. What's going to happen? Are the buyers going to come in? Is it going to break above and break high of day? Or is it going to be a wall of sellers coming in to push this thing back down? So this is just, the technicals, again, are so amazing on this. You're seeing just unbelievable areas of support and resistance being broken, the tug of war between the buyers and sellers. Again, this is level one right here, which shows you the buyers on this side and the sellers over here. More buyers than sellers. But now this is the high of day right here, right around the 528. For the buyers to really want to come in, they want to see it break the high of day. So at first, before, let me see if I can clear those drawings. This was a head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Then the pattern broke and went up. So I took a few cent loss. I took about a 4-cent loss on it. That's no big deal. That happens all the time. But now I could watch this to potentially get back in on a double top here. But again, looking at the risk, I mean, this is not a bad risk. If I was to only risk a penny or two on it, I actually might just get in on this one just as a, let me just see what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing any crazy flags. Now, here's the other thing. There's not a lot of volume. The volume's really not coming in. So I'm actually going to I'm going to take a short on this right now at 527. So I just shorted at 527. If this thing goes up to, let's see, 528, if this thing goes to 530, then I'm going to cover. Again, I don't mind risking 2 or 3 cents, not a big deal. So if I'm risking 2 or 3 cents to potentially make 20 cents or more, if it falls back down, again, this could be a breakout for the day, or it could be a short back down. But even so, even if I lost this one, I want to show you for this video. I don't mind risking losing a little bit of money. I just want to show you because this is such a awesome stock to watch right now with all the fundamentals and seeing it live, that even if I did lose on this, so let's say I lost 3 cents on this and 4 cents above, that was just that's a total of 7 cents that I lost on. Not a big deal. Where you can see in the pre-market and at the open, it was found a support level of $5. So to get in on what was it that I got in at? Oh, did my order just fill? I don't know if that order just filled. Yeah, okay, it did fill. Why is it not? Okay, show 527. Okay, yeah, to get in at 527, with potential to even go down to 10, 20 cent move down to risk. That's what happens with day trading. So now shorting, I am more of a short bias trader. That's just my preference. So I like to try to get in at the top of something and short it back down. Trying to find the areas to come in and short. Trying to find the right area spots to short, can be risky. But as you can see right now, it's starting to get rejected. But that's where risk management comes in, is risking really tight mental stop losses and looking at patterns. You can see there's so much going on here again. This is the previous day's close line, the orange, right? So it's going up between red to green. And you saw this pattern, total head and shoulders. The head and shoulders broke. Now it's a double top. If this goes and breaks above right here, then you're going to have a flat top breakout. So that's where the buyers might come in and then start to see that. But now you got to see going over here on the daily, there's some resistance at 564 right here at the 13 EMA, and then right around 592. So there is some overhead resistance. Now the stock is also in an overall downtrend as well. So it's in a downtrend with overhead resistance. Hold on, someone just asked me a question in the chat room. Yes, and someone's asking if I was shorting this one. I got back in at 5.27. Took a 0.4 cent loss before, and now risking 0.02 to 0.03. So I'm if you look at this over here, guys, I'm gonna move this over here. I have a multiple screen setup, so let's see here. This is our Skype trade room. We have over 400 people in there right now. So someone was asking if I was shorting SWN, and I said yes. I got back in at 527, so I shorted at 527. Currently, if I bought at the ask at 526, I'd only make a penny. But again, don't want to ramble on too long in this video, but I just wanted to show you all of the technicals. I don't even know how to title this video. It's just like technical analysis galore, because you just have patterns like crazy. You can watch the level 2, so much action going on, and just seeing these patterns form. If you're not familiar with how all of this works and all the technicals, you're basically looking at live day trading firsthand on what happens. And there's no way to completely predict what's going to happen with a stock. So nobody can say, yeah, this is going to be what happens. You have to look at everything as a big picture. You have to look at the candlesticks. You have to look at the movement. You have to look at previous areas of support and resistance. Look where the EMA lines are and the simple moving averages are. Then look at look at level 2 down here and see what's actually happening with the stock. Again, there could be people faking people out over here. You don't know that. That's where you just got to kind of look at things in general, and then look at the orders that are coming through over here on time and sales. If you see like 100 or 200, not a big deal, but you want to look at like ones that come through like 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, see what's actually happening, and then see what's happening at these big levels. You'll see right here a big level of resistance. It started to get rejected and fall back down. So right now that's a double top. Until this goes and breaks above it, this is the wall of resistance. If this breaks above, the buyers might come in and then it might form a new pattern. But at this point, now it's falling down, and then the area of support would be previous day's close here, right around 522, then VWAP, then $5 down. Again, I'm kind of just having fun with this right now. I wanted to show you the technicals of it. It's right around lunchtime. I normally don't trade at this time, but it's just a great one to just watch and have some fun with. So hopefully this video helps you with just getting some good technical analysis.